Hola, chicos y chicas. All right. I know you're probably pumped. Literally, there is one thing posted for today, and it's just your quiz on the regular AR, ER, and IR verbs. Yeah, that's pretty great. That's pretty exciting, and that's pretty grand. However, don't just go start in clicking in here and go, oh, sweet, I guess I can finish this in no time without doing a few things first. Okay. Number one, have you made sure that you actually feel confident going in and doing a quiz on the regular AR and ER and IR verbs? If not, I would do this repaso rapido as well as you can. All right. I would go through and actually practice by doing this little dealio. Okay. It's very simple to do. All you have to do is log into your quizzes account. And if you don't have one, that is totally as fine as well. All you have to do is just join the game by using the code that I gave you. Okay. Or start the quiz here. Okay. So when you do it, it's very simple. All right. All you have to do is answer the questions as they come in, which is fun. So if it tells me something like mi mamá blank que el pastel es malo para la salud, then I have to think mi mamá cree que la es malo para la salud. Okay, so you just got to do that. That's one thing that I would like you to make sure that you have done before your quiz. Okay, another thing that I would like you to make sure you have done before your quiz is that you go through and you have done these numbers here. That you have done number 10, which is your paquete diario that kind of looks like this. And by do it, I don't just mean that you did it and turned it in kind of like not very well. I means that you actually went through and can confirm that your answers are correct, which by now I should have graded. So you should have a 1 on here, and it's not asking for corrections. You should also go back to last week's stuff, and you should have a 6 on this one that is called Construendo el Rompecabezas Parte Dos. You should have a 6 as your score on this one. Okay, so if you do not have a 6 here, or if there's an issue like that, you need to redo it or try again. The same thing goes for number 4 from last week. If you do not have a 6 a 3 from right here, okay, I recommend you go through and make any corrections or ask any questions that you need to. Those things will just help you make sure that you are rock solid before you actually do the quiz, which then if I give you a little look at what that's going to look like, you guys, just so there's less confusion. Okay, I'm always about making sure that you feel like you can be successful. When you're actually ready to do your quiz, you just got to click into this Google form. All right, and then you'll be logged in with your account, so it'll save it just like that. All right, so notice there's going to be 3 different pages to this. The first page is probably the most simple and straightforward, where you're just talking about the steps for conjugating a regular AR verb. So you talk about how you remove the infinitive ending of the verb to leave choose one of these options. Do you leave the AR? Do you leave the ER, IR, the stem or the root, the ending or the subject? And then what's step 2? Do you add the appropriate ending of the stem depending on the AR of the subject, the R of the subject? Okay, so you're just choosing what you need to do there. All right. Now, the next 2 parts of the quiz are going to look a little bit different, okay, because they're actually going to require you to do a little bit of writing. All right. So when on the conjugating one, you'll notice that what you need to do is, oopsies, that's still part 1. Okay. For the second part, I'll give you a chart that looks like this, similarly to some of the ones on the quizzes, and all you have to do is actually type in your answer down here. All right. Notice on some of these, you will need an accent mark. If that's the case, I have given you different accent marks that you can copy from the question. You can copy them from the question. So if you need the vosotros form of nadar, I've given you the way to go ahead and do that so you can practice it. Okay. When you're all done with that, you just submit it, and that is literally all you have to do for your Thursday. Now, if you are still one of those little stink pots who is not doing everything that you need to be doing, though, make sure you're still going through and finishing anything that you don't have done on Infinite Campus, or you can also check your Google Classroom for things that you don't have completed. Guys, let's make it a really good goal, all of us, to have everything turned in for Spanish. Well, in all your classes, don't just do it for me. All your things turned in by the end of the week this week. Okay, you have Friday off. Today is your last day of class this week. Right? Feel good moving into next week, and feel good moving into that by having all of this stuff and all that stuff that you have to have surrounding you done. Okay. Muy buena suerte con nuestro quiz. I am so excited to see how well you guys have learned this stuff, and I'm very, very proud of the work that you've done. So just keep fighting through and do the best you can.